last time we chatted, it was about the government's latest efforts to increase the supply of gas that's used to generate power to reach the stated goal of 6,000 megawatts of power production by the end of December. Now we have headlines this week saying that 6,000 megawatts power generation target is not achievable by December. What's the situation as it stands right now?
Thanks, Alishia. From our side, what we've done, having been involved in infrastructural developments in the last couple of years, we've actually done a lot of work in the last 48 hours in checking what the government's position and what the actual position is. And I can confirm this to you. So far, 5,100 megawatts is actually the generating capacity government has been able to put together. And what is actually being pumped into the system right now is just sub 3,000 megawatts. I hear and I gather, confirmed from our sources right across board, that the main problem from the government side is the gas itself in generating this power. So what the government is doing, they're reinforcing their position. I'll give you an example. One of the major power plants, as I confirmed yesterday, the Egbin power plant, which is should be generating over 1,100 megawatts, as of today is only generating 300 due to non-availability of gas. And this is due to the Niger Delta problems. But the commendable thing I find so far, which is very good news to all Nigerians, in the government achieving this, is looking at what the government has done with the Niger Delta issue in resolving and getting this amnesty program put together so they can get to work in fixing this gas problem.
Well, you mentioned that one of the constraints to gas supply has been the Niger Delta problems, and I mean that's understandable. We've seen the government, as you say, making strides in putting together an amnesty program to kind of mitigate some of that risk it poses. But at the same time, we know that payment has always been an issue as well. In the past, the PHCN was said to owe the Nigerian gas company, which is a subsidiary of the NNPC, 6 billion naira. So what clarity has actually emerged on that front as far as payments are concerned?
I think another major thing that's happened last week that I saw on Saturday is the president is actually subdivided NNPC in itself in having a minister deal with the gas situation in itself. So all gas business has got a dedication from a minister, which is a commendable thing, because the priority attached to this in resolving the gas payment, infrastructural development in supporting the gas sector, it's been taken seriously.
So commendable strides being made, but there's still so much uncertainty out there. How amenable do you actually see gas producers being where over the past couple of months they've preferred to channel their natural gas for export through LNG where the price is higher? So, you know, how amenable will they be to a situation that is still standing on such shaky ground?
One of the most important things that we've seen so far is the dedication from government now in putting a minister with direct responsibility, not only to the Niger Delta people, but to the Nigerian people, that energy is now of utmost importance in the development of this country. In doing so, you find that the minister now could take direct charge, coupled with the Minister for Power, in delivering this, because companies like ourselves can now go, get involved and discuss what we need directly.
So if we give them the benefit of the doubt at this point, has a new target been set to actually achieve a new target capacity and production capacity?
No, so far I believe the government is sticking to the 6,000 megawatts. From what I have seen so far, coupled with what I confirmed also yesterday, was about 13 to 1,800 megawatts from the NIPP should be on stream by Christmas. So hopefully if you add that to what they are generating at the moment, that should give them over the 6,000. But notwithstanding, never forget, if we do try and resolve with the commitment from government, resolving this situation with the gas problem, you still have government's intervention in the distribution and transmission, which is of utmost importance. There's no point generating 7,000, 8,000 or even 20,000 megawatts if you can't distribute it. But be that as it may, there is a fundamental position. There is a survey being carried out telling us that the total generative connected power requirement in Nigeria today is only 5,100 megawatts. So the balancing from the government, I think, with the emphasis being laid out and the instructions given to the Honorable Minister, is they must meet this, and coupled with the private sector participation, which needs to be taken very seriously by government.